All right, Amanda. Well, when thinking about a lot of jobs in the U.S., there are safety laws in place to avoid a scenario where you get hurt. But for some jobs, there aren't any. We're talking about domestic workers here. So nannies, housekeepers, house cleaners, the list goes on. But there is a group aiming to change that. They actually have been for a while in a fight that's been going on for years. And just this week, they had a breakthrough. So let's talk about how we got here. We have a timeline here. It's a lot. So stay with me here. In 2020, Governor Gavin Newsom vetoed a bill that would have extended health and safety protections to domestic workers. Now, he vetoed it, citing that homes can't be regulated the same as a traditional workplace. Then an advisory committee is created to come up with guidelines. It is a committee made up of people like employers and domestic workers. Early this year, in January, they actually drafted voluntary guidelines to protect the health and safety of domestic workers, to prevent injuries and illness. So an example of that is identifying hazards in the home that could hurt workers and finding solutions to avoid those hazards. Again, though, these are voluntary. But then State Senator Maria Elena Durazo last month introduced Senate Bill 686. This would essentially end the exclusion of domestic workers from California's worker protection laws, and it would require guidance to be consistent with those voluntary guidelines that were drafted. Now, here's the most recent. There was a hearing this week, and it passed through the Senate Labor Committee. That is a step toward getting this legislation on Newsom's desk. But behind all of this, there are real people who could be impacted by it. We spoke to Marta Herrera here. She has worked inside homes for years. She's part of that advisory committee we talked about who came up with those voluntary guidelines because she knows all too well what's at stake here. Marta Herrera takes us into her home on a morning where she's trying to keep herself busy.
Secadora.
She was in between jobs here. Marta's worked a number of jobs while living in the U.S., including as a nanny. She is all too familiar with the responsibility that comes with that, from making food for the kids to doing their laundry.
Como apoyar a las empleadoras con sus niños para que ellos pudieran realizar con seguridad su trabajo. Que vieran que los dejaban con una persona segura.
At the same time, she also knows what could happen when you work a job with no safety protections. She tells us about a time when she was badly injured while caring for a child.
Me lastimé, fui al doctor y lo único que me dijeron ellos, ten $300 y adiós. Entonces, como ahí, ¿qué hace uno? ¿A quién le vas a ir a decir?
Well, if this new legislation introduced passes and gets the signature of the governor, a situation like this could be avoided. But there are things to consider. Saba Wahid is the research director at the UCLA Labor Center. She's been doing research in the domestic work field for 2 decades. Her recent work helped inform the voluntary guidelines that the advisory committee created. She says she found employers lacked information as to what the responsibilities are when they bring a worker into their home.
When we were doing our research, we found that generally the way that employers got information was often talking to other employers. So asking a friend or someone in their network in terms of, oh, what do you pay?
This bill on the table would make community-based organizations responsible for things like educational materials.
Especially for home care and childcare employers, many of them are low or middle income people. So they also may need more support in being able to uphold those standards, whether it's health and safety or thinking about wages.
The bill would also require an assistance program in order to provide one-time grants for employers. Everything from scheduled breaks to being safe from hazards, Marta is fighting for. Her purpose, though, has come from a painful past. She lost her only child after a battle with cancer. Her daughter was just 22 years old.
Yo sentí que yo ya no tenía vida. Incluso yo me dormía y yo decía, ya, Dios mío, ya no me dejes abrir los ojos, ya. Yo aquí ya no tengo nada que hacer.
But she says she knew she had to go on with her life. This has become her purpose.
Hay muchas trabajadoras del hogar que no conocen sus derechos. Dije, yo tengo que hacer algo por todas estas mujeres, por mi familia y por mis nietas.
There's a long way to go, but Marta is standing with many.
Cueste lo que nos cueste, lo vamos a lograr, porque es nuestro derecho.
To make sure they get their protections. So how would all of this be regulated? Well, if this bill passes, it would give the state time to adopt guidance and then help employers comply with what their legal obligations would be. Now, we did reach out to Governor Gavin Newsom's office to get his thoughts on this new bill. We're told they don't typically comment on potential or pending legislation. Amanda.